objective is to understand the value of creating specific and intentional experiences for your customer. One, when you decolonize the mind of your customer, meaning you first have to convince them that the problem that they're experiencing, they don't have to continue to experience. As a matter of fact, your value is the solution. And that's part of the reason why language is so important. People have to talk to us in a way that we can understand for us to believe that what they're articulating to us can be real. People have been talking about freedom and liberation being real for generations. But people have to explain it in a way that resonates with our spirits. And once it hits for you, you take it upon yourself to make that a reality. In the same way, you gotta do that for your customer. You have to articulate to your customer in a language they can understand, which only comes through conversations and asking questions, that guess what? This problem that you keep having, your scalp is dry. I was just using that as an example. I cannot find proper food options in my neighborhood. Every time I go to the mall, I feel like I engage in body dysmorphia because no one is creating products that love my beautiful, bold, and black body. Whatever your situation is, these problems that plague people's realities, you got to articulate the fact that this doesn't have to be real. So that's number one, decolonize their mind. But number two, I talk about economic and spiritual liberation. The second thing you must do is you got to change the way they think and experience your value. Change the way they think about and the way that they experience your value. You've got to articulate and give them an offer that they cannot refuse. In the same way that we cannot afford to lose, your customer cannot afford to refuse your offer. In the same way that we as a people cannot afford to lose, so we've got to learn how to win. In order to liberate your customer, you must give them an offer that they cannot refuse. Last, somebody have a question? No, I'm sorry. Last but not least, you've got to give your customer space to enjoy what you've provided. You've got to give your customer space to enjoy what you've provided. Now, this is the last point of today, and these things collectively create the experience that was both specific and intentional. These three things are what create that experience that is both specific and intentional. But what does it mean to give your customer space to enjoy what you've provided? That means if you have a lane, don't clog up somebody else's. Everybody's not going to want to hear this. If what you do is what you do, don't start doing what other people start doing too. Because you're this person that you've answered their question, you provided their value, you solved their problem. We got a lot of problems to solve. And there are a lot of other entities that were created to solve other people's problems, and it's not yours. And we got to give our people space to solve our people's problems. And when you try and do this one, and then you do that one, and then you do that one, underneath the entity that has articulated a very narrow value proposition, you're inhibiting your customer from having the space, and not just your customer, but your collaborators and your partners, the space to enjoy the value provided.